Hey guys, welcome back to 90 Feet from Home. I'm your host Ashley, and we're continuing our postseason coverage today by talking a little bit about the wild card. We've talked a little bit about the wild card team in some of our other postseason episodes, but I thought it would be worthwhile to give it its own kind of coverage because it has changed quite a bit over the years, and I thought it might be best to dive into it on its own. So this isn't going to be a very long episode, but I'm hoping it will be an educational one. And before we jump into it, I gotta take a t-shirt break, and today's is another breaking tea gem, and it is Charlie friggin' Morton. Anyway, I apparently went on a bit of a binge buying shirts that had freakin' in the title, and I don't think I did that intentionally, but apparently Breaking Tea just has a lot of shirts that say player freakin' name, and I bought them all. I'm very sorry. Anyway, it's a fun shirt. Charlie Morton, go Tampa Bay Rays. Love it. And now let's chat about the wild card. So from 1969 through 1993, that the winning team of each division would play off against each other, and the winner of those games would then go on to face the other winners in the World Series. Not dissimilar to how we have it now, division, championship, World Series is the order. However, because expansion brought more teams and more divisions into baseball, they needed to find a way to kind of balance this out and make it a little bit more fair. So we saw in 1994 the introduction of a single wild card team, and that was the team that had the best record aside from the division winners in each of the league's divisions. Kind of the fourth best team out there. And things were pretty easy here because that wildcard team would then go on to play the team that had the best overall record, and the two remaining division winners would play each other. Very similar to how we have it now. However, in 2012 came the introduction of a second wildcard team, and this allowed the team with basically the fifth best record to compete against the team with the fourth best record to see which of those two teams would then proceed onward into the rest of the postseason. So this developed yet another kind of round of the postseason play, which is that one-off game between the two wildcard teams of each of the leagues. What this did was offer more teams an opportunity to make it into the postseason, provided more competition, and kind of made things a little bit more interesting. And there are people out there, of course, that don't love that there are two wildcard teams and kind of wish it had stuck with the, one system where the fourth best record automatically got to play the first best record and so on. But I think the addition of another game kind of makes it interesting because who doesn't love kind of a sudden death, one-time opportunity to make it into the postseason? Those games are incredibly fun to watch because it is literally the last shot for those teams to make it into a postseason berth, and it can make for some very exciting baseball. In some of our previous coverage, I've talked about the small sample size of the postseason and how it can be a really great opportunity for teams that didn't perhaps have the best season record to go on and prove themselves to be the best team of that year, which I think is kind of entertaining because truly, if we were going to measure the mark of which team was the best in any given season, we would look at who had the best record. But baseball is funny, and small sample sizes can skew any way, which means really the postseason is anyone's game. Sure, the team with the best record has probably a better opportunity to win because they've proven themselves to be the better team overall, but things can skew, and baseball is so much about luck that the wild card can really shake things up. So I wanted to kind of give you some of the statistics of times that a wild card team has actually gone on to win the World Series, really shaking things up, and kind of discuss why it's so much fun to have the underdog present in the postseason. From 2002 through 2004, there were back-to-back-to-back wildcard winners of the World Series, and that's the Anaheim Angels, the Florida Marlins, and the Boston Red Sox. Now, the Florida Marlins, now the Miami Marlins, have twice won the World Series by being the wildcard winner. The St. Louis Cardinals won it in 2011 as a wildcard entry, and the San Francisco Giants won it in 2014 as a wildcard entry. In fact, in 2002 and 2014, both teams on either side of that World Series were wildcard winners. The 1996 Baltimore Orioles were the first wildcard team to ever win a division series. The Marlins in 1997 were the first wildcard team to ever get to the World Series, which they won, and they are, to this day, the only team to have won it twice as a wildcard entry. As far as all-time wildcard leaders, the Red Sox and Yankees are tied at 7 appearances apiece in a wildcard position. The Colorado Rockies have been in 5 times, and the Cardinals, Astros, and Pirates have been in 3 times apiece. To date, the Houston Astros are the only team to have done it in 2 different leagues because they moved from the NL to the AL. So they did it in 2004 and 2005 in the National League, and then they did it in the American League in 2015. So there you go, guys. Just some fun facts about the wild card. If you want more information on tiebreakers or how the postseason works, I'll leave those links down below, and you can kind of figure out a little bit more about the postseason in general, but I thought it might be nice to find out a little bit more detail about the wild card game and kind of how it came to be, how it's evolved, and how it's used today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below. Remember to hit that subscribe button while you're down there and ring the bell if you want to be notified every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday when a new episode goes live. And of course, you can follow me on social media where I'm at 90 Feet From Home on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, guys, we'll see you again. Bye!